So just trace yellow, but I'm tracing slightly outside of the mark. Don't know if you can see. I'm going to try to get it close. And when I'm tracing for the yellow shape to be cut, I'm kind of going along the outside of the line itself. So like, I would say like 1/30 seconds or so bigger. Maybe start, I don't know, it's hard to say. I don't have much yellow stuff here, but okay, right here. No, that's orange. Maybe make one of them. Okay, so do you see this circle right here? So what I'm saying is slightly outside of the drawing, and that's how I cut yellow, so that there's an overlap. So that's called trap. It's a graphic design terminology, but the print industry changed so much that we don't really print by hand. If you're printing, multi-layer printing, trapping is important, unless that's analogous color and you're printing over and over. So like this cat was a yellow, orange, brown. Those are analogous and printed over and over. But if there's any edges that two colors supposed to meet, the one underneath has to be a slightly bigger. So another thing about this layer, which is yellow, you see the face faintly, but you see it, right? The eyes, ideally I want to leave the eyes white, eyeballs or whatever, but I can't really, because I'm going to be cutting yellow, the big yellow shape of cat, and if I were to keep the eyeball area from not printed with yellow, I have to have 2 pieces of paper which blocks the ink stuck to the screen. One way to do that, after you set up the stencil onto the screen, you can paint with the screen filler. However, screen filler is kind of hard to wash, so I don't want to have that issue in the first layer. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to have that. I'm not going to worry about the white. So those are the, decisions you have to make. How many layers, how much overlapping, But anyway, so going through this process, you really learn how to separate colors, how to overlap, and how to cut the stencil in drawing fluid and screen filler, so that if something happened and we can't use the exposure unit at school, you can still handle most of the Silkscreen method, most of the image, like line and floaters and things like that. Of course, it's not the same, exposure unit is so special. But anyway, so I actually wanted to have this process being like second, and first one's kind of easy, just getting used to, and second one really look into the stencil method. This is kind of revisit one point. It's important when you make mistake, you don't want to cut it, so you want to erase it, and the alcohol takes Sharpies away. Because if you like right here, I don't know if you can see right here, there's a space between, so that the shape is not the floater. It's gonna be the part of a stencil mask, and I can cut out the 2 legs, but that's kind of important to pay attention. And right here too, so that I didn't want to cut it, that's a continuous shape, right? And Sharpie and the alcohol, the little bit of rubbing alcohol will do the job.